classical Sun Salutation. I just want you to take the time to maybe memorize it, not memorize it, but like I'm going to go through it slowly so maybe you can learn it and do it on your own without my video. It's just a great thing to do, kind of wake yourself up in the morning, and it takes a short amount of time compared to like a 90-minute yoga class. To get started, let's go ahead and rock back and forth to kind of find our center in our feet. Kind of notice how this feels on the ball mounds of your big toe and your pinky and the outer edges of your heel. So the 4 spots to kind of get you grounded through your feet. Go side to side a little bit. Find that center to where your inner arch is lifted. Go ahead and lift your front of your knees up and the back of your knees down so that your thighs are engaged. And do that rock a little bit again and kind of feel notice how that feels for you and if it centered you in a different way. Moving on to your hips, put your hands on your hips and kind of, keeping your legs engaged and your feet grounded. Feel where your center is with your pelvis, right? You don't want to have your butt sticking out too far, your ribs out. You kind of want to have your ribs over top of your hip points. Go ahead and take a deep breath in, and as you breathe down through your feet, lift up through your ribs and your torso, keeping your shoulders relaxed. Go ahead and close your eyes. And take this moment to get grounded. Forget about all the distractions that are going on. Stay focused in the moment. Pay attention to your breath. Notice if it's labored. Notice if you have any aches. Does your shoulder hurt? Your hips aching? Just pay attention to how your body feels right now. The intention we're going to use for today is to be aware. Take notice to how you feel. Take notice to how your feelings arise as you're doing this practice. Take notice to how your joints and your muscles feel. Pay attention to your thoughts. Just be aware and in the present. On an inhale, raise your hands up. Bring your hands together, look to your thumb. On an exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward, bringing your stomach to your thighs. If you can't straighten your legs, that's okay. I'd rather you have feel your thighs against your stomach. And then if you slowly, you might be stiff when we first bend. Your hamstrings might be tight. But instead of pushing your knees back, you want to pull your sit bones up to kind of improve that stretch there. Just notice how you feel, no judgments. If you're up here and this is the furthest you can go, that's okay. It's okay to have a deep knee bend. On inhale, lift your back parallel to the floor. Bring your chest forward. And bring your hands to your shins. Again, notice how you feel. Exhale, place your hands down. Step your right foot back, press your knee down. Top of your right foot to the floor. Hands to your thighs, go ahead and press up. Again, pay attention to how you're feeling right now. Is your front of your thigh tight? Is your stance maybe shorter? That's okay. If it's longer, that's fine too. Just kind of feel what's comfortable for your body. You're feeling a little wobbly today. You want to press through your heels and the top of your back right foot. And on inhale, raise your hands up. Feel that stretch through the front of your body. Stretching that right front thigh. And squeeze both your thighs towards the midline as you press down through the heel of your front foot and top of your back foot. Just kind of pay attention to how you're feeling today. exhale, place your hands down. Step your left foot back into plank. You can do knees or pull your heels up. Press your heels back. Press around your back a little bit so that your shoulder blades aren't sinking. On an exhale, knees, chest and chin down. As you pull your hands back, come up to cobra. Place the top of your feet on the floor. It's okay if this is where you are today, or if you're up higher. On an exhale, come to downward facing dog. Press through the balls in your hands and your fingertips and your thumbs. You want to rotate your upper arms outwards, giving you space between your arms and your ears. An interesting thing I find for me is that I need to engage my legs a little bit. When I do that, kind of squeeze in my thighs and hamstrings and hips, it actually helps me distribute the weight better from my hands to my feet so that my wrists and my arms aren't taking all the weight. You want to have it evenly distributed if you can. And just relax your shoulders. On an inhale, press your right foot forward, drop your left knee to the ground. Again, bring your hands to your right thigh, come up. Notice how you feel here. Every side's different. We're not perfectly symmetrical beings. You want to press through your heel on the top of your back left foot. Some people like to sink. That's how they get their stretch. Or you can press through your heel on the top of your foot. And that way you can rise your hands up on an inhale and use your torso to get that stretch in your hip as well. And if you can sink a little bit, go ahead. If not, if you're stiff, it's okay. Think bringing your thighs towards the midline as you kind of energetically pull your heel backwards, your front heel backwards. On an exhale, press your hands down. Lift your left toes up and step forward. Flat back, bringing your chest forward. On an exhale, fold forward. Forward folds are always good to relieve stress. So, you have one of those days, do a forward fold. You can do it in a chair. Just sit in a chair and fold forward. Take some deep breaths. If you want to hang out here for a second, put your hands to your shoulders. Just kind of make sure your head's loose. Again, the focus is bringing your belly to your thigh. So, if for you that means that you're here, that's okay. With your knees deeply bent, that's fine. And then just slowly work at your own pace, not today, through multiple days and weeks, kind of bringing your hips up. You don't want to overstretch your hamstrings. It can actually cause injury to your lower back. On an inhale, come up, bring your hands up to meet, hands to heart center. Take a deep breath here. I'm going to go through it 2 more times. But take a second to get grounded. Notice if you feel anything different in your body. One side's longer than the other. Is your heart pounding? Is your breath choppy? We want to work towards noticing our breath and doing the poses with ease. So let's begin again. On an inhale, bring your hands out to meet. Oops, hit the wall there. Take a look at your thumbs. On an exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Bring your thighs to meet your stomach. Your hands where they fit today, shins, floor beside your feet. Inhale, come to a flat back, chest forward. Exhale, step your right foot back, drop your knee to the floor. Hands to thigh. Pressing through your heel on the top of your foot, raise your hands up. Next time through, we're going to try to do it in one motion, but we'll. On an exhale, press your hands down. Step your left foot back to plank. knees down is okay if that's where you are today. Exhale, knees down, chest and chin to the floor. Inhale, energetically pull yourself up into cobra. Exhale, back to all fours and to downward facing dog. Lifting your hips up, pressing through your thumb and your pointer finger. And then you want to kind of create a cup in your hands. Pointing your hips to the sky. It's okay if knees are bent, if that's where you are today and that's what's comfortable. It's okay if your heels don't come to the floor. Take a deep breath here. And then inhale, bring your right foot up between your hands. Bring your left knee to the floor. Left foot to the top of the floor, hands to your right thigh, come up. Take a second to get grounded, if it's wobbly. And then inhale, bring your hands up. This is a slight back bend, but it's in your upper back. You don't ever want to put pressure into your lower back. And then exhale, press your hands down, tuck your toes, step your left foot to meet your right. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward again. Take a few deep breaths here to relax. Keep your legs engaged if you can. You can reach your hands, grab your shins. You want to make sure your weight is still evenly distributed through your feet. And inhale, raise your arms up. Look up to your hands, thumbs to heart center. Here we go, one more time. And inhale, arms up. And exhale, fold forward, forward fold. Inhale, come up to flat back. Exhale, step your right foot back, knee down. Inhale, rise up, arms up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Left foot back to plank. Exhale, knees down, chest and chin to the floor. Inhale, come up to cobra. Exhale, all fours to downward facing dog. Take a few deep breaths here. And inhale, bring your right foot forward, left foot down. Exhale, inhale, rise up. Bringing your thighs to the midline, pressing through your foot and back. Both feet. Exhale, hands to the mat. Tuck your toes, left foot to meet the right, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Take a moment to enjoy your last forward fold. Inhale, come up, reach up. Exhale, thumb to the chest. So that's the classical sun salutation. Hopefully you were able to notice your body as you did things and kind of feel where the unevenness is. You want to breathe through the kinks, I guess, that you have in your body. But no judgment, just be aware. Self-awareness, whether it's how you behave with others or internally how you feel, how your legs, muscles and joints feel, but also how your thoughts are and how your feelings are. It's kind of key. We're always distracted and not paying attention. So hopefully you carry this intention of self-awareness throughout the day. Thanks for joining me for the classical sun salutation. See you soon. Thanks.